Hi there, this is Rob. I just wanted to go over some more of our algo trading signals. So that's pretty easy to find on Twitter. It's going to be at algo trade signal, and algo trading signals is the website. We're up over 13,000 tweets, and we've got some followers. We've only just started making people aware of these. As far as the entries that we've had today, there's been a whole slew of them. We normally get about 80 signals per day. And so even with the free trial going on that we had in the room, I was still able to capture some of these. I see the last one that we just had a moment ago just hit targets as well. So we'll kind of get started here. I've got my reversal bands in my center channel, so I keep an eye on this in conjunction with the signal. So when we get down to a reversal band, I'm leery because I know that typically they want to make this 30-tick journey back to our center channel. So our reversal band is about in the 4820s. Center channel in this case was about 4860. So we pop down here, we put in upside divergence. This is automatically drawn for us. So this is what we call a diver scout signal. So it scouts for divergences. And we always want to look at targeters. So targeters crossing in that direction and brings us back to our center channel. So all this is kind of chopped. We get a downside divergence signal without any targeter confirmation. So we were talking about this in the room. And then we had an additional push to the upside. We don't really get high crosses that do anything on targeters. So they ended up reversing everything. And everything cycled to the downside, which is fine. I don't look for trades through the channel because I know it can be an impedance. And of course, if it makes sense on one of our other time frame charts, we look at a higher time frame as well, and that certainly comes into play. So we'll always discuss those in the rooms. So this 44 short, that is where we see this 45 short. And I just look for 6 ticks. I think it's a real easy target to hit, and you can certainly get a whole bunch more ticks. There's a lot of signals a day, usually about 80 signals or so. So all you're looking for is to just make your life easier. So we get a continuation push to the reversal band. All this is in a situation where we've got the crude oil inventory coming up. So that's when the market kind of freaks out on it. So we had some upside divergence again, and the reason they couldn't get back to the center channel is because everything was getting ready for those inventory numbers. So there was a short just before inventory, and that was, let's see if we can find it, that was just prior to 10:30. So we'll kind of scan through these signals. Again, there was a bunch of them. So okay, so it was this one. There was a 48.13, and I caught it at 17. There was a sniper signal on my other chart that was at about the same price level, and that's the one that kind of slammed to the downside. And we didn't know how much follow through there would be, but there was quite a bit. Then all this craziness, this is all within a couple of seconds, and then things normalized. They got back to our center channel. And there's always a lot of sellers waiting on this thing if you're testing it from underneath. So we had a good push to the downside. Next signal to the upside was also where we happen to have a diver scout north, and that was at 10:40. Then we had this one. We had a long in here at 66 that was into overhead resistance. And I only took a few ticks on that because I knew that we'd get some downside pressure. Then there was one more push to the upside that was okay, and that was another 6-tick winner, but we can see why 6 ticks is not a bad target because that one hit basically to the tick. And then as far as the other activity, we just had a short in here a few minutes ago. We had a long in here. This is again into overhead resistance. And then there was just a 66 short. Let's get up to the current action. Let's see how many signals there are. A bunch. 66 was the short in here, and that popped down to about 55. And then 57 is the latest tweet coming out, and that one has already gone to 48. So about 9 ticks of follow through on that. So that's all we're looking for is just a whole slew of winners. And certainly Algo does extremely well. There's going to be very few losers that I see in a given day. Worst case scenario is if you get into a real choppy situation where the market's not moving for 45 minutes or something, and you'll get probably as many winners as losers, and it is a 1-to-1 ratio. So you'll get, a long that doesn't work out, maybe goes 4 ticks in your favor and then reverses, and then you'll get a short that does just fine, and then the next short, may not work out, and then you'll get a long that does. So it's kind of a little back and forth thing when there's chop going on, but when there is any kind of hard trend, it will take a whole bunch of signals in the direction of the trend, and then of course, I'm a little bit leery as we approach a reversal band from any side, or as we're looking for trades into overhead resistance, because like we see on this long, there's a good chance that you're going to have some sellers waiting. So anyhow, I just wanted to review some entries today and keep everybody up to date. And we have Messenger and Trade Copier both in the wings. So Messenger will be a desktop application, and the Trade Copier is going to be an automated version of this. So if there's signals that you can't take or aren't sure of taking, it will take them for you and look for a reasonable target daily. All right, thanks a bunch, and we will check in next time.